Thumbs up, you guys. Guys, I need y'all to come my notifications out of the park because I've been posting like a maniac on my community wall. So y'all know you only get a certain amount of notifications when you tearing it up out here in these streets. So we're gonna have to compensate for YouTube not sending out notifications like they supposed to by thumbing up the video. I need you guys to thumbs up until it is absolutely stuck. All right, this is the most important thing you can do for any content overture on the platform. So please thumbs up as you're coming into the building, whether you are a part of the Replay gang, a Bush baby, or active in these streets in real time. I need you guys to tear the thumbs up button up, baby. All right. Also, shout out to all the new subbies. I love you long time. GWORL, we do it all over here, honey. Okay, YouTube has been glitching. It's been happening to other content creators. I'll see what I can do about glitching when I get an opportunity. More than likely, I'm going to have to change some of my settings because Miss YouTube, she's always doing something different, girl. Okay, but everybody been glitchionics, girl, in the damn matrix, all right? But continue to thumbs up. Shout out to all the new subbies. Make sure that you guys have all of your notification bells set to all. And last but not least, please share the stream out to wherever it is you have digital community, whether that be your YouTube community wall, your Facebook, your MySpace, your Snapchat, your Instagram, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you lay the link. Just let these whores know they're real out, live, and in color. And with no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through. Oh,
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
all right, you guys. Let me get some things straight, honey. It's a lot going on, honey. It's a lot going on. All right, let me speak to my conscious crew in the building. Get you guys out of the way because we got quite a bit to get into on this old nasty piece of Friday, child. How y'all feeling on this Friday, baby? Everybody feeling good? Y'all feeling what y'all got planned for the weekend, girl? Y'all popping out sweet puss for the weekend, honey? Opening up that throat chakra, baby. Huh? Open up that push chakra. What is the T for the weekend, child? Cause I ain't got a damn thing planned, baby. But probably sleeping and getting my whole life off of the damn shenanigans of it all. All right, what is going on, Courtney Jackson? Hey, baby mother, what's going on? Retro, hey, old enough to know better. What's going on? Hey, Shayla. Hey, Style by Stevie. Hey, Boo. Thank you so much. And TGIF to you as well. Hey, baby mother Kiwana. Hey, B. Angie. What's going on, Tam Tam? Hey, Deanna. What's going on? Rosalind on period. What's going on, JH? Hey, Island Rose. What's going on, K Brat? Hey, Rumors and T. Hey, Boo. Hey, it's Nene. What's going on, you guys? Hey, Sister Phyllis. Hey, Boo. What's going on, Enlightening? Hi. What's going on, Manda? Hey, Boo. What's going on, Quiet Queen? Hey, y'all. Thumbs up this video, y'all. I'm so serious. Like, I tore my notifications up within this last few hours. So, I need y'all to go hard, girl. Y'all got to go hard, honey. What's going on, Lady T? So, we got a lot to get into because there's like a lot going on. Hold on. I really hate that this thing is glitching like this. It's getting on my nervous system, honey. It's getting on my nervous system, child. I like your pretty hair. Thank you, Ray. This is my old nasty piece of yaki, child. Oh, yaki straight, child. I don't even know why I want to get started, okay? First and foremost, shout out to my girl, Sheree, okay? Because I was over on Sherelle. I was over on Sherelle's World yesterday, and she was giving a P. Diddy update. So I want to shout her out because I'm about to give you guys that update as well. You guys know that Miss P, no Diddy, honey, she done lost her mind. She has been exposed to the highest heaven. There's all type of federal investigations going on. You guys know we've done a deep dive, and we have not kept up with every last single lawsuit against Diddy. But at this point, girl, they're piling up to the 10s and 20s shy. Even as recent as my girl Nakia, is it? Nakia, who sings Bad Intentions. She even filed a lawsuit against Diddy. And I believe Consciouztv, honey, claiming SA and abuse, girl. I mean, it's a mess, all right? Now, you guys know that Diddy also ended up in the news recently because he deleted all of his uploads and posts off of his Instagram, girl. His Instagram is completely blank, honey, and he pretty much cleared it overnight. A lot of people have been speculating why. Why did Diddy sweep his Instagram? I have my theory, okay? But I'm going to tell you guys what's going on first before I get into my hypothesis, okay? Now, as I said, I was over on Sherelle's World yesterday, and she was giving an update regarding Kim Porter. You guys know that ever since the Cassie stuff has been happening, the hotel footage has came out, that everybody has wanted all of these crimes that is adjacent to Diddy reinvestigated, girl, from the infamous 1998, 1997, 99 club shooting, girl, involving him and J-Lo. And obviously they want Kim Porter's death reinvestigated as well. You guys know that she basically was deemed as dying of and from pneumonia-like symptoms, girl. And there was all type of fuckery and foolery going on around her passing. Okay, a lot of oddities, if you will. You guys know we also did kind of a deep dive into Kim Porter about a month ago on the platform. We was looking through her autopsy. You guys know there were 2 autopsy reports. One of the autopsy doctors, one of the coroners, the first coroner, actually, he was unalived, I believe, in a freak car accident, girl. That was a mess. And the autopsy, the second autopsy is just messy as hell, girl. And the police report as well, girl. Nothing makes any sense. Everything is incongruent. We have this random ass person who came over to Kim Porter's home to be with her following the days that she grew sick and ultimately died. This anonymous individual and their child was with Kim Porter on the morning that Kim Porter did not wake up. According to the coroner's report, which was very detailed, this anonymous person who is unnamed was actually sleeping in the bed with Kim and had woke up to go to work that following morning. And Kim was, I guess, rolled over on her side with her back to her. And she had assumed that Kim was still sleeping and everything was okay. And she had got up and went to work. It was my suspicion that Kim was already gone. Okay. I found it odd that this person did not attempt to wake Kim up to let her know, hey, I'm going for the morning. I mean, if you came over there because she's not feeling well, she's throwing up, she can barely take care of herself. You guys know, according to the report as well, they found all type of Pedialyte and juice and soup and all type of interesting concoctions scattered all about Kim's bedroom. And it was just weird to me that if you are with somebody you care about and you know that they are deathly sick and you're going to be going away to clock into work, that you would actually wake them up to just see if there's anything that you can do for them before you go. Do they need you to make a food run, prepare breakfast, to check on how they're feeling? You know, are you feeling better? You know, do you think, girl, we need to go to the ER, child? You know, there was just none of that. This person just came into the picture the last 3 days of her life with her child and got up the next morning, went to work, and then Kim was found unconscious. And Corey Gamble, Kris Jenner's Beyonce husband, whatever he is today, also was on the scene, as random as that was. Kim did go out of the country a month prior to being sick, but it was unlikely that her symptoms were due to going to Africa the month prior, because her symptoms didn't show up until like the last 4 days is when she started to report it. When she started to report that she wasn't feeling very well, girl. They thought it was initially flu, but then they said she had flu-like symptoms. So they never really determined exactly what this disease was, what this situation was. And because her death was not deemed as foul play, they did not they didn't take up any evidence. You know, they didn't think to test the soup. They didn't think to test the liquids that were in the bottles that were all around her home. They also found weird intrusions on her body. She had a bloody nose when they found her dead. She also had puncture wounds on her arms. She had some type of green rash-like situation going on her abdomen. It was given staged, in my opinion, because based upon the position they found her in and everything that was going on with her body, it seemed to me that Kim was having a seizure. However, the pose they found her in was kind of like, you know, sleeping on her side in a regular person's pose. However, whatever the hell Kim was going through, from a bloody nose to all these bruises and issues on her skin, I highly doubt that she passed away peacefully in this feminine ass position. You know, if she was having a seizure, I'm going to assume, girl, that she might have been flaring her arms, shaking. It just wouldn't have looked like a natural pose. Everything about the situation, girl, just gave weirdo vibes, including the fact that whoever this anonymous person was that spent the last few days with Kim brought her child into the situation, because nobody knew supposedly what Kim was even dealing with. She could have been dealing with a flesh-eating virus. She could have been dealing with something that was highly contagious. So why would you bring your minor child into a situation with someone who's sick and y'all don't really know what she's sick from, and risk not only this person getting sick, the grown-up who came, Kim's friend, but also risk the child who's living in this environment with them also getting sick, unless they knew what Kim was sick from. Because my belief is that whomever this person was who came over came over to make sure that Kim transitioned. Came over to make sure that the things that were supposed to be in her food was in her food. The interesting chemicals and substances that she was supposed to be drinking, she was drinking. And I believe that this person who was there the night before woke up, made sure Kim was gone, that the body was cold, and then folded her ass over into a natural position, left for the day, and then the rest became history. Okay? Now, with that being said, fans are petitioning for Kim's death to be reopened and to be investigated. And there's petitions, as you guys know, I showed the petition the last time that I reported on this, where the fans are like, girl, we want it reinvestigated. Y'all need to pull her body up. Y'all need to do some more testing, girl. Even Gene Deal, who is P. Diddy's previous bodyguard, also spoke about how he believes the family needs to petition the courts to reopen Kim's case, or at the very least, they need to get a personal forensics to resume her body and to do another autopsy and to do a thorough sweep through, because it's given unnatural. All right. Now, there's a TikTok video that is going around. You guys remember before Cassie, after Cassie filed her lawsuit, it had came out that allegedly there were tapes that the Potter's house girl, Mr. What's the pastor name, girl? T.D. Jakes, girl, was also maybe possibly caught on these tapes. We know that the feds raided both Diddy's Miami and LA home, allegedly seized items there as well. You guys know that somebody leaked that hotel footage of Diddy brutally assaulting Cassie to CNN. It was speculated that the LAPD or the feds actually leaked that video to the public, etc. And more connections are now being made. I'm going to let you guys hear this for yourself, okay? There's a whistleblower. Okay, y'all can hear him playing, girl, but girl, I ain't caught upon you yet, baby. Okay, calm down. All right, this is a TikTok video, and I'm going to let this person explain what's going on. They claim they got an email sent to them, and it's connecting P. Diddy's last baby mama to Kim Porter's situation. Okay, all things here are alleged accordingly. Let me go ahead and switch over my microphone. You guys, please thumbs up the video. And let me share my screen here. And let's get into the things. Okay, check this out.
And as a matter of fact, I was contemplating on waiting until Friday or so to email you. However, this information is just too hot to sit on. I was put in contact with the guy that used to work for the same cybersecurity company that Diddy's recent baby moms used to work for, and he coughed up some pretty compelling information. I sent his name and contact info along with a PDF copy of some documents that is attached to this email. Do not share this information or these files just yet. But man, he is saying that Dana Tran met Diddy back in May of 2017, despite all the rumors that she got pregnant during a one-night stand. Dana did not get pregnant until the beginning of 2022, and she gave birth to their child in October of 2022. In fact, Dana had been responsible for tracking Kim's every move up until Kim passed away. Diddy reached out to the cybersecurity company in question initially for consultation about their services and eventually meeting Dana. I'm told she is responsible for hacking into Kim's mobile devices, laptops, and having Kim followed. It has also been brought to my attention that Kim was having parts of her home renovated, and a employee of the renovation company was paid to usher in a tech guy who specialized in installing hidden cameras and microphones. The renovation company provided this private contractor, with a uniform to disguise his identity, and he wiretapped and installed hidden cameras throughout parts of the house that he could gain access to. This was all said to be masterminded by Diddy, and Dana executed the plan. However, after 4 days of Kim's house being wiretapped, unbeknownst to her, she noticed that there was a weird echo during her phone conversations that had never appeared before, and the volume of her calls would raise from high to low without her manually doing it. She called in a private security company of her own, and they scanned the home using an RF detector, a white noise generator, an acoustic detector, and an infrared inspector. In conclusion of the inspection, they found out that her house was riddled with hidden mics and cameras. They found these devices hidden in many places of the home, including light fixtures, home decor, thermostats, light bulbs, smoke detectors, lamps, pens, books, and etc. Kim reached out to the renovation company and terminated the work contract after questioning them after their possible involvement. He says that he knows all of this information because Dana will call him for guidance because he has 35 years of experience and they were really close friends. He also implicated that it was discovered that Kim was romantically involved with the tech guru that worked in Silicon Valley. And after the two of them got together, it was impossible to track Kim's mobile and laptop devices. This infuriated Diddy and made him panic because it became clear that the guy Kim was seeing was protecting her. He also believes that the guy Kim was seeing has information that Kim left him. Also, that it's just a matter of time before the wicked dark truth about more of Diddy's past comes to light. He also says that before Cassie officially filed her lawsuit, she had been in verbal contact with the guy Kim was seeing. So I'm thinking that Cassie knew she had solid backup and overwhelming evidence, not only about her situation, but Kim's as well. And Diddy had no other choice but to settle. Last but not least, he explained that when it was exposed that Diddy had a child with Dana, he made her take down all of her social media, and he believes Diddy made her sign an NDA as well. Dana has cut off all communication with him and her former colleagues and abruptly resigned from her position. She also changed her number and vacated her previous residence, which was unsettling to him because they were close friends first and then they were colleagues. He also says that he feels submerged in guilt because he lended a helping hand in making Kim one of the most vulnerable women on earth with all the guidance he gave to Dana to make Kim's life a living hell. He said that he retired from cybersecurity this past September.
Girl, that's a mouthful, okay? So, once again, a lot of moving parts, okay? But I want you guys to hear this, and once again, shout out to Chileeee's World. So as you guys heard, P. Diddy's previous baby mama, the last of his baby mamas, Dana Tran, apparently worked for a cybersecurity company. And this guy that emailed this individual who is talking in this TikTok video is alleging that he pretty much was Dana's tutorer and taught her all of the ways of witchcraft, girl, all of the ways of smoke and mirrors, honey. And apparently Dana helped Diddy to rig Kim Porter's home, etc. Girl, put surveillance devices all in her damn bases, in her ceiling, in her damn vents, girl, in her light fixtures, etc. Kim suspected something was going on because she was getting weird ass alien sounds while she was on the phone. Apparently the guy that she was dating at the time was also in tech and did a whole sweep of the home, etc. Girl, they found some shit using infrared and damn Roswell vibrations, girl. And because her dude was in tech, he was able to really sweep the home and clear the home. And she was able to stop the company that allegedly was doing the renovations on her home at the time that Diddy and Dana allegedly might have been using as a decoy in order to get the surveillances into Kim's home. Now, remember, Diddy took care of Kim, okay? So he would have had the authority to do all of these things, girl, to act like, oh, girl, I want to give you a new master bedroom. I want to add on to the home. I want to update this. I want to update that. And use that as a means, honey, to keep you know, his third, fourth, and fifth eyeball on Kim's ass. All right. And then as you guys heard, he's claiming that Cassie also knows Kim's ex-boyfriend, the one from Tech, and that this is also something that Cassie was or might whistleblow on as well, or may have come up in the whole talks over the lawsuit, etc. And this may have led to why Diddy also settled out of court and immediately with Cassie ass, because she just has an overwhelming degree of incriminating tea on Miss Diddy. All right. I can totally believe this. Diddy is a maniac. We know that factually now. Okay. We know that Cassie told no motherfucking lies. Okay. We know that he's insane. We know that he's in the business of harassing, stalking, menacing, terrorizing motherfucking women. Okay. Maintaining control over them, manipulating them all over. So it totally gives. Now, what's interesting about P. Diddy sweeping his Instagram is I believe that as a result, girl, of this investigation with the feds into the X trafficking, coupled with the video that came out from the hotel of him beating on Cassie, to possibly P. Diddy ass being picked up and being indicted for his connection to Kim Porter's untimely death, that Diddy probably has been whistleblowed to, you know, because it's alleged that P. Diddy is connected, girl, to law enforcement as well. So all the people who's like, why isn't Diddy in jail? Why isn't Diddy in jail? Why isn't he in jail? He's not in jail, possibly because the feds are one building a case, just like they are on Bishop Whitehead. It took the feds like 4 or 5 years on Bishop Whitehead before they finally got his ass, and they got his ass. So just because he's not in jail or in prison doesn't mean that he is not going to be. Okay, the feds just take their time because they want a high conviction rate. Okay, so they like to build their cases and give their cases a BBL, honey. Make sure that they're thick and that they can pretty much get in and get the fuck out. All right. If Diddy has been whistleblowed to, which is why he wasn't in his home when those raids were happening, his sons were at the house, but Diddy ass was not at the homes, because Diddy was given the inside scoop. I believe he cleared his social media because his PR team and his lawyer probably told him, girl, that whole weak ass apology video to the public and to Cassie is not going to age well. However, we can't single-handedly just delete that video because it's going to look weird. And it's going to look like you're retracting your apology, which is rightfully due because of what you did to Cassie, what can be proven you did to Cassie. And if you delete it without deleting anything else, you're going to just look like a bigger monster and asshole than what you are, because you are not the people's champ right now, girl. So we need to delete that video because it looked like more shit is about to come out. More shit is about to hit the fan, girl. And that video up there talking about you got counseling, you got therapy, you want to apologize, girl. It's just going to look goofy. It's going to look goofy. So let's just delete everything. Because if we delete everything, nobody can clock that we are literally trying to get rid of the Cassie apology video on your shit, even though it's gone viral by now any damn way. Okay? But to not look suspicious, let's just clear it all so that nobody knows exactly what's going on, honey. Because I believe that the lawyers and P. Diddy's inside connections, I put him up on Game Girl, that they're coming, girl. that the Cassie shit was just icing on the cake, girl. They're coming. Yes, Nene, clock it. Look, right now, I'm pursuing an education in PR because I do it well. Okay, so I'm just like, girl, I might as well go ahead and just get my shit in, honey, and legitimize myself, honey, as a PR girl, because I get it, honey. I can read the room, honey. So they need Diddy not on record apologizing for shit, because this is not the end. This is not it. Some heavier shit may be coming down the pipeline, and he just need not to say any goddamn thing in his defense until the entire volcano fully erupts, because what they're doing right now to Diddy is they're slow boiling and slow roasting his ass. And this is making it hard for PR to know what to do. Because, see, PR always wants to kind of like immediately jump to speak to things once they feel like, okay, this is it, let's do it. But the way they're doing Diddy, girl, it's like one thing after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other, girl. So this is putting his PR team in a chokehold, because they're like, girl, what's next? What is going to give, girl? We can't have you apologizing for one thing and then there's several more things, girl, that are about to hit the fucking fan. You know, the little vanilla folder, girl, is going to hit the fan over 10 and over 10 and over 10 again. So I think that's why they cleared it, and they're clearing him, telling him to just fall the fuck back. Just focus on your personal life. We gonna have to see and let some of this shit play out. And then once this thing kind of comes to a head, we'll work backwards. Okay? So that's that, girl. But Kim's death definitely deserves to be reinvestigated. I am here for that. Okay? So I hope that happens. Apparently Kim's spirit is not resting in peace. She's wanting to make things right from the other side and have some due justice done to her, but not just to her, but to other fallen comrades adjacent to Diddy, because you guys know they're linking his ass to the death of Tupac, obviously to the death of Biggie Smalls. You guys know that his other bodyguard, Diddy's bodyguard, Uncle Ron, had whistleblowed on TikTok last year or year before last, girl, and claimed that he was approached by Diddy to take Biggie Smalls out for $30,000. And yeah, child. So it's just a lot going on. You guys also know that Biggie Smalls' mother spoke out, girl. She want to smack the hell out of Diddy, girl. It's just a lot going on. So a lot of ish, girl, seems to be coming up and out. Thank you so much, Michelle, for the old nasty piece of Cash App, honey. Thank you, baby mother. Love you, CTV. Love you more, baby mother. You guys know that the donation information is in the description box below, honey. Okay, because we're working. Yeah, it's a lot, girl. So Diddy ass going down. That's what we know. It's just a matter of time. And because Diddy has hurt allegedly so many families, street justice could get had on Diddy before the feds can properly get to his ass as well. Okay? So while he pooching around like Jamie Foxx, girl, playing pickleball and hopscotching and roller skating and shit through Miami, girl, he need to be having his ass in protective damn custody some damn well, because somebody will unalive his ass for a lot less because of what he's done to somebody that they love, girl. Okay? I would not be surprised, girl, if P. Diddy went out like one of those damn super villains on Bad Boys 4, girl. Okay? He just out there, you know, hitting the ball like Serena and Serena and Venus, baby. And pop goes the Weasel, girl. They done laid Miss Diddy down on the cross, honey. Okay? Have her resting in a million damn pieces, girl. Okay? So it's a lot. and the rabbit hole goes deep, girl. This is Age of Aquarius, you guys. So the curtain is going to be ripped all the way back. All right. So I will keep you guys updated on all things Diddy. All right. Now, moving on. I want to get into Miss Netta and Charles, girl, because it's a lot going on. Girl, you know, you guys know I done been sucked into the Miss Netta multiverse of madness, child. And I actually like Miss Netta. I have found myself taking up for Miss Netta. And it's like the more that people hate Miss Netta, the more it's causing me to like Miss Netta. Thank you so much to my baby mother, Miss Mata. Thank you so much. Oh, God, thank you to my baby mother, Kimberly. Oh, there's the piece of cash app, baby. All the baby mothers coming through with their child support check this Friday. Thank you, baby mothers. God bless y'all on this weekend. God bless y'all. I'm going to have to give y'all some good meat, honey, by Sunday. All right. Thank you, babies. I love y'all a long time, honey. The king loves y'all. So I'm actually starting to really like Miss Netta the more that people hate Miss Netta. And the more that I see how Miss Netta came onto the scene, the more I'm finding it difficult to really justify why people got all the smoke for her. You know, I mean, I know why they got all the smoke for her, because people feel like Miss Netta is an easy read. They feel like, girl, she's just an easy read. You know, she's a gotcha girl. And, you know, she don't have a pretty privilege, and it just makes it easy for low vibrational people to just make a damn fool out of Netta. Even if Miss Netta kind of wants to make a fool out of her damn self to an extent as well. All right. And you guys know there's been a lot going on with her and T.S. Madison. People have been trying to claim that T.S. Madison is jealous of Miss Netta because she got passing privilege, all this shit. There's been all these conversations about Miss Netta's gender, blah, 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 blah. So before we get into all of that, because we're going to revisit that, because I kind of covered some of this, but I'm going to cover this quickly in this video too. In recent news, shout out to the messy sweet spot girl, Miss Netta, apparently, girl, done got her a big 11-inch country Alabama piece of X-toy, girl, to go up her puss with when Charles is at work at night, girl, being a welder. What's going on, Bougie Barbie and Jordana? So Miss Netta apparently, girl, took the Instagram, child, and was promoting this adult toy line by the name of Hi Kitty, and claimed that she had reached out to Hi Kitty, girl, you know, for some extra curriculum equipment so that she could stay busy on those nights that Charles ain't there, baby. Okay? To plunge that puss. So let me I wish I was lying, girl. Okay, let's cover over this to be some fair use, girl. I want y'all to check out Miss Netta, girl. Okay, hold on, let me switch up my microphone, girl. Cause baby, Miss Netta is getting into all of the things, honey.
Work all night, I don't got nothing else to do. You know, I have to pull out the big daddy. So y'all go hit up Hi Kitty and tell her y'all need something too. Y'all make sure y'all go hit up Hi Kitty. Cause guess what? Here, kitty, kitty, here, kitty, kitty. Oh, kitty, kitty. Hi. Y'all, here's my new friend. And his name is Big Daddy. Now, baby, let me tell you something. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong, baby. My husband, he working with something too, okay? But when he...
Girl, bye. We know you the top. We know you the... I know a top when I see one. We know...
the Big Daddy. So y'all go hit up Hi Kitty and tell her y'all need something too. Y'all make sure y'all go hit up Hi Kitty. Cause guess what? Here, kitty, kitty, here, kitty, kitty. Oh, kitty, kitty. Hi.
Baby. Look, girl, I ain't mad at it, honey, because if Charles is really over there, girl, giving up some blue-collar dick, some good blue-collar dick, girl, because y'all know that's what them country men's is good for, girl. Working, needing a ride to work, and some good country hot oil grease ass sex, baby. Okay? Miss Netta ain't got nothing else to do. After she done cleaned that double wide, she done cooked. Charles at work. She got country dick on her mind, baby. So she hit up High Kitty. And she needed her to get into some things, baby, so she can plunge that puss all night long, honey. And be as loose as a goose for Charles, girl. Be all primed and prepped and ready in the morning, baby. Charles, your dinner is indeed ready. Mm-hmm. So, Miss Netta, get it, girl. I ain't mad at it, bitch. All right? Now, right, girl, that home ain't the only thing that's a double wide, baby. Okay? I ain't mad at it, baby. The house ain't the only thing that's a double wide, baby. When Miss Netta get done plunging that sweet bus, baby. Okay? Look, you got to get it how you live and live how you get it, honey. Okay? Grown folk tingz, baby. Okay? Now, y'all know it's been all the side conversation and stuff about Miss Netta. Gender and stuff, girl. And I want to go over this real quick. One more time, honey. Okay? One more time, child. Let me pull up my notes, girl, okay? Now, y'all know people trying to figure out, girl, is Miss Netta trans? Is she a drag? Is she just a gay boy twirling girl? Is she a transformer girl? What is really the tigger? Is she a Decepticon? People don't know what it's giving. I want y'all to listen to this so we can refresh our memory. Shout out to the 400 folk in the building. Please thumbs up. I love you guys so much as you're coming into the building. Because I want to get into... Hold on, let me find it, honey. I could have sworn I had the Shade Room thing up here. Okay, here it is, girl. Okay, listen to this, child. Listen to Miss Netta talk about her identity. And then I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to refresh to you guys what my synopsis is, okay?
So I'm not doing this to please nobody out there. Best believe that. I got a husband. That's who I'm trying to please. I'm trying to make him happy. And if he come to agreement with me of doing this, then he only matters. Mm-hmm. So, okay. I'm sorry, fans, if y'all feel that way. I'm sorry. I'm not disappointing y'all, but I do try to, my fans are the most important thing that's in my life besides my family and my husband. So, gotcha. I try to please them as well, too, but...
Okay, hold on. Let me see. I want to get to I forgot where it is. Damn.
And then after that, he was not staying with me. He was staying with his father.
Okay, no, that's the origin story. Let me see. Okay. Come on, Miss Shade Room. We got a commercial, child. Y'all thumbs up. Shout out to my baby mother, her story. Sending love, mommy at the pink. Work, period. Nurse life. Shout out to baby mother, her story, honey, for the old days in peace. A child support check, honey. Y'all thumbs up. I'm trying to get to this. I should have queued this up properly before we got up her, honey. Me being ghetto and ratchet. Let me see.
Always have had...
Okay, listen to this.
Women ways. And I say that due to, a lot of people like, I was molested and this and that. They blame all of that on there. And I feel that my way were that I just didn't have a male role model in my life. My cousins that were male, they were much older than, I were. I wasn't raised with my father. I was raised with my mother, my sister, my female cousin, my aunties, and, that was all I was around, And I just started at a young age. And as I got older.
How old?
I'll say about 13.
13.
I used to put on a little foundation, and I was going to school, and that's when weave came out.
Mm-hmm.
The weave with the glue and all that other stuff. And
I want y'all to listen, girl. She get into her origin, girl. She been this way since she been a little child. She always been womanly. She been presenting in a very effeminate way, girl. Hairstyles, bobs, the whole nine, all through school, grade school, the whole nine, girl. Her family was comfortable with it. Her sister was helping, you know, to get into her feminine aesthetic, etc. Girl, continue to listen.
I would put like little tracks in my hair, and then my sister, she got with the program, and she started fixing my hair up and putting, you know, little bobs and stuff, nice little bobs and stuff, and it just went on from there. Then I was getting braids, and then after that, I was getting my nails done, and then at the age of 19, I got into a relationship with someone, and it just went from there, and
and you've been living your life since.
Everything.
So talk to me about this, because I've done stories about this before, about trans.
Okay, now I want y'all to listen. Now listen to this part, because all this is context clues, girl. Listen to this specifically. The host is about to ask her specifically about living as a trans woman. All right? And listen to Miss Netta's response. Because y'all know we critical thinkers and critical listeners and got our masters in theology over here, okay? Listen to this.
Went from there. And I just...
And you've been living your life since.
Everything.
So talk to me about this, because I've done stories about this before, about transgender women being in danger. And you've seen it. You've seen the headlines. Yes. You've seen transgender women get killed for no reason on the streets, any city, in Atlanta, New Orleans, anywhere. Talk to me about that and how you have navigated your life.
I have lived in fear because of who I am. But to be honest with you, just like my fans and stuff on here on social media and stuff, a lot of people, I don't know why, but a lot of people looked at me like I was a female. They didn't see the guy inside of me, you know, because I was younger. My face was much clearer. I didn't have any hair bumps, and I just had that natural look, and I would get my hair done, and it was always ma'am. It was never sir. And I just went with the flow, you know, so that's just how that happened. And when people see me in the street, they would think I'm a woman, you know, and I never tell her that wasn't their business for them to come, for me to just go to them and say, hey, I'm a man, you know. But if I get a relationship or something like that, if I get to know a person, then I feel that if I can have that conversation with them, then I tell them. But other than that, my business was my business. And I would never shame my sexuality or nothing like that. It was just, I always lived more like a private life, you know, even though it's out there and I am out there. But if you suspect I'm a woman, I'm going to let you think I'm one until I feel like I'm going to open up to you and I'm going to let you know. But most people knew and most people didn't know.
Okay. I've seen.
Okay, now did y'all hear that? Okay, she answered specifically to navigating the world as a trans woman, especially considering all of the harm and danger that trans women are in. And she spoke about how she's navigating as a trans woman, okay? Spoke about her passing privilege indirectly by saying, you know, she, for the most part, didn't have to go through a lot because most people assume that she was a biological woman. And let me pull up this image, girl, as we have already, you know, surmised when, you know, as T.S. Madison says, girl, when Miss Netta is painted down to the ground, to the floor, okay, she's given House of Darion, girl, 2.0, honey. She looks like, you know, the average Black woman made up. Okay, she looked like the average auntie, the average mama, you know, just the average everyday Black woman, you know, when she going to a nice dinner, that's what Miss Netta gives when she is painted to the damn floor. Okay, now when Miss Netta is not painted to the damn floor, okay, when she's not painted for the gods, what she's given to me you know, when she's in her natural element, like here, okay, when she's in her natural element, like there, you know, this is what I suspected that Rosa Parks looked like, that Harriet Tubman had looked like back in the day, girl. Ain't your mama, who was in the kitchen for massa, pouring all that damn diabetic syrup and shit all over them damn homemade ass pancakes in the kitchen, girl. When Miss Netta is in her non-glam mode, she does look like a female slave, but nonetheless female. You know, in the most naturalist, like woman in the most naturalist, girl. Like natural edges, natural, good, solid cooking arms, girl. Natural cellulite, natural body form, girl. It's giving woman in either direction. And y'all know I brought up the evidence because we had went over to TikTok day before yesterday, and we had saw all the comments of women, biological women, who was like, girl, yes, Miss Netta confused me, girl. I didn't know what her situation was. I legit thought Miss Netta was a bio woman. There were women, the comments were filled with women, okay, saying that they thought Miss Netta was bio woman. That they got 5 females in their families, down their genetics, girl, in the lineage, that looked like Miss Netta. No tea, no shade. And honestly, when I first saw Miss Netta, I thought too, you know, that this was just an older black woman, an older country, southern ass, conservative black woman, you know, who was just cooking for her man. You know, because I have seen people's mothers who look like, I know people who got mamas that look like Miss Netta. I told y'all the other day, some of my friends would get picked up from school with mamas who look like this. My friends got grandmamas that look like Miss Netta. You know, she's giving great Aunt Ruth. That's great Aunt Ann right there, girl. Y'all know that house that always smell like mothballs. It's a 1-floor home. It's wide. It's well furnished. Okay, maybe a few roaches. But that's great Aunt Ruth. True tea. And it just bees what it bees. Now I want y'all to hear this other part, girl, that I'm gonna bring it full circle for y'all. Okay, let me. I want y'all to hear about the surgeries, because this is what's gonna
talk about
help y'all to understand. Let me find the surgery conversation.
The new Miss Netta, I'm gonna get to him. So I've been making money for years.
I heard about
all right, they got a commercial on the shade room, child. Nasty piece of commercial, child. Hold on.
I was like the center of it, and I wanted, you know, people to talk about me. And it is whether they wasn't never.
Let me see. Let me find the surgery conversation.
They can head up and move forward.
We have been to jail, you know. And if they go look up,
let me see.
We don't.
Because this is important.
On the sleeve, so hey, why not?
Okay, here it is.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, that's the goal.
A little daddy makeover
of doing this.
Okay.
There, you know, so I'm not doing this to please.
Hold on, let me get to this.
Some of them.
Oh well, I didn't.
Okay, so before I say this, girl, I want to say this. Somebody in the comment section had said it's an insult for people to think that Miss Netta looks like a biological woman. I think what's a shame is that there has to be shame if a biological woman looks like Miss Netta. I think that's what the shame is. I don't think there's any shame. There shouldn't be no shame. Okay? Because we're not going to act like all males are born as beauty queens, and we're not going to act like all females are born as beauty queens. And we're not going to act like there are not bio women who have masculine features or have androgynous features, who may have big feet, who may have big hands, who may have wide backs, who may have grizzly faces, girl. And we're not going to act like it's not males who are born with effeminate features, girl. High-pitched voice, very dainty ways, very feminine body, lot of hips and ass and body, yada, yada. Must have got that ass from their mama, girl. Okay? It goes both ways. And we also are not going to act like there's really any such thing as beauty, because there's really no such thing. Beauty is man-made as well. So women, aka females, can look interesting across the scale, and males can look very interesting across the scale. You know, I got homeboys who used to get mistaken for as women. When I was growing up, before I had grew my facial hair, people thought I was a lesbian female, because I always wore my hair long. When I got to high school, I started wearing my hair long, like around my junior year of high school. But, you know, I also didn't have a mustache. I didn't have a beard. I didn't have a goatee. I didn't have none of that. So girls would, like, people would literally run up to me and be like, are you a girl or are you a boy? Even now, even though I got a whole 5 o'clock on my damn face, people still be like, girl, are you a boy or are you a girl? So it goes both ways, you know? You can have passing privilege in terms of gender and not have pretty privilege. Okay? So nobody's arguing that Miss Netta has pretty privilege, but she does have passing privilege because a lot of natural born, middle age, and upper age Black women do look like Miss Netta. Hold on, let me see something. Let me see something real quick. Okay. For instance, look at the actress who played Woman King. She has, you know, masculine features as well. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, everybody got a mama and a daddy. You know? She has an androgynous look. She has an androgynous body. Whoopi Goldberg as well is giving Miss Netta. Surely is giving Miss Netta. It's a lot of Black women give Miss Netta, and it's okay. Because we all born in the image of masculine and feminine. Bow Wow and Lil Mama. The whole nine, girl. I mean, I could literally go down the whole laundry list, child. You know? So it's not a shame. We need to embrace the fact that women have masculine features and men have feminine features. And there should be no stigma around that. It just should not be. It's a shame that there is. But it ain't. Why would a woman have a father and not have the audacity to look like her daddy? You know? But in a shallow, binary-ass society where something like beauty has been created in order for people to have equity, in order for capitalism to have something to thrive off of, beauty has been created, even though it's self-imagined and man-made, but beauty is not real. And the only reason why we consider women who look more masculine to be unattractive is because of the way we've been taught to perceive beauty, the way we've been taught to perceive femininity. But once again, there's no inherent substance to those ideals to begin with. They're literally man-made ideals. Okay, but getting back to this Shade Room interview, girl. Listen to Miss Netta talk about her surgeries.
I don't read comments, so I don't know. But
what do you say to people that say you're fine the way you are? I don't want you to change. The internet, y'all had the internet was announced that you guys were getting plastic surgery. So talk about this plastic surgery. Netta, what are you getting? I mean, have you ever had plastic surgery before?
Never a day in my life.
Okay. So what made you decide that now is the time?
And you just, sometimes you just want to go get them, lifted up and all that other stuff. So it was an opportunity that was thrown out there at us, and we decided that we wanted to take it.
Okay. So what are you getting done?
Well, I'm getting lipo. Okay. I'm getting the tummy tuck. I'm getting the BBL, and I'm also getting the breast lift.
Okay. All right. So are you nervous? Because
okay, let me put the microphone up, girl. Hold on. This is the commentary part about to come in, girl. This is where the commentary come in, girl. I'm about to take y'all to college again, girl. Get your Advil out. Get your Tylenol. All y'all who was cheating in high school and fucked your way to the top and everything else, girl, who about to have a headache because we've been to go to school, girl. All right. I needed y'all to hear all that. I need y'all to hear her talk about her childhood. I need y'all to hear her talk about the surgery. She's getting lipo, she's getting a double BBL, and she's getting a breast lift. You guys are going to understand why I'm telling you guys to keep that in mind. Okay, this lash is getting on me last nerve. Okay. Now check this out as it relates to Miss Netta's gender. Okay. Miss Netta is trans. Even though Miss Netta has gone on record and said she don't fuck with none of the acronyms and she ain't a transsexual, she just Miss Netta. Miss Netta ass is trans, damn it, okay? Because here's the thing, for all of y'all who are going to argue, she's not trans, she's not trans, she's not trans. She's also not identifying as male either then. Because what male who identifies as male gets a double BBL, a breast lift, been feminine and womanly their whole life, gets referred to as her, she, etc. in public, does not correct anyone, and only tells people they're biologically male when they feel safe. That don't sound like somebody who fucking living as a male does it. Okay? That's not somebody who identifies, baby, as male. Okay? Somebody who lives as male, identifies as male, is not getting a double BBL and a damn breast lift and walks around being mistaken in she and her pronouns and don't correct nobody, and then admitted that she don't tell nobody she's biologically male unless she's comfortable doing so. Okay, see this. I need y'all to think, honey. Okay, y'all know I'm gonna do the work for y'all to make it easy. Okay, because see, baby, y'all be on the surface listening to shit just to make shit easier for yourself. And I be like, baby, y'all really ain't catching nothing. Y'all don't be majoring in context. I major in context. Okay, I got that nosology degree. So once again, for everybody who arguing, girl, well, Miss Netta says she ain't trans, girl. She said she ain't trans, girl. You know, she da-da-da-da-da, girl. Her ass ain't living and identifying as male either, because no male who lives and identifies as male gets a double BBL and a damn breast lift and gets mistaken as a woman and don't correct nobody and don't tell nobody they are a biological male until they feel comfortable. Okay? Miss Netta is a trans woman. Okay? She is. She might not fucking know it per se, but baby, I know it for her, okay? And in time, she'll get there too. Now, Miss Netta has said that she dresses down in her regular life, and nobody in her hometown has seen her out and about dressed like a woman. Well, that can't be the case, right? Because in the Shade Room interview, she just said, everybody in her damn town refers to her as she and her, and she gets called that and referred to that and being referred that way most of her damn life, especially when she's in public. So whatever she is giving damn woman. All right. It was the part in the Shade Room interview where Miss Netta said that, well, when he asked her, girl, if she ever fears for her life living as a trans woman, and she said yes. So once again, here we go. We got more confirmation. When he said, can you talk to us about navigating the world as a trans woman? You know, there's a lot of deaths, etc. going on. What's tea? Okay. Look at because I'm TV stop exposing her. She ain't read it. Baby. Because baby, she got the conversations going on, baby. And I'm sick of it, honey. I'm like, girl, let me make this thing plain for everybody, okay? She directly spoke to living as a trans woman. The Shade Room host asked her specifically, okay? Miss Netta is trans. Even though she doesn't use that language to identify herself, she is. Because once again, what person who identifies and lives as a man fears for their life as a damn trans woman? Make it make damn sense, okay? Like I told y'all the other day, it's clear and obvious that it's a lack of understanding. Miss Netta just don't understand none of the lingo. She don't understand none of that. So her answers are really muddy. But if you're really listening and you know what these concepts are, you're able to put it together for Miss Netta, even though she's struggling to put it together. All right? Now, as I said previously, when Miss Netta is saying that she's not a transsexual or LGBTQ, she's just herself, she's rebutting the labels. And she has a right to not use that type of language to describe herself. No LGBTQIA plus person has to use those terms. If you want to just be referred to by your name and just live your damn life, however, like that doesn't, like that's fine. But it doesn't mean she's not trans by textbook. She don't have to use the language. She don't have to use these titles and labels. But it don't mean that there aren't labels, concepts, and identification markers that don't fit her description. Okay? Those two things can exist. I ain't got to use the language that does describe me and that does contextualize me. But language does exist for me. There is language that exists for all of us, whether we use that language personally ourselves or not. Miss Netta is just somebody who doesn't use the language and the lingo. Okay? She doesn't self-identify per se as trans. Just like you got a lot of Black and brown Americans who don't use the term African American, you know, which is their prerogative. However, those are still terms that are applicable. Okay? Now, for many trans, non-binary, and non-gender conforming people, Miss Netta's generation, a lot of them don't find the mainstream LGBTQIA terminology necessary because they grew up in a world without that language. And as the old saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. She doesn't even fully understand all the labels and language, coupled with it being irrelevant to what she's doing as an entertainer anyway. So with her doing skits and shit, she doesn't feel the need to really have to figure it out because she like her content to be the focal point and not necessarily her identity politics. And I don't blame her. But for those who feel like Miss Netta is confusing them, she's not. If you read between the lines, she's a trans woman of the old school generation who doesn't understand the lingo and doesn't mind the masculine and femme pronouns, just like Flamin' Roe does not have an issue with the male or female pronouns, even though Flame self-identifies as a trans woman. With Miss Netta self-identifying as herself, This is what leaves everyone in the clear now to refer to her as you experience her, okay? She doesn't seem to mind if you refer to her in her masculine, Joe, or in the feminine, Netta, or, you know, in her male name and her female name. She doesn't seem to care. Therefore, you don't have to either, okay? So you're off the hook, okay? You're not calling her by her dead name by calling her he or calling her Joe, okay? Nor are you being transphobic by referring to Miss Netta as Joe, because Miss Netta don't mind that, okay? She seems to be okay with however you experience her is whatever, okay? I also want to reiterate that y'all are conflating Miss Netta's trans identity with the character Miss Netta. She says she plays Miss Netta, and because she calls Miss Netta a character, y'all think this is her admitting that she's not trans. No, she's a trans woman who doesn't use the trans label, who happens to play a character that's a female named Miss Netta, who's a country Black woman who loves cooking for her nonchalant, emotionally unavailable ass husband. That's the skit. That's the art. That's the joke. That's the comedy. That's the content. That's the persona. But her referring to Miss Netta as a character is not to be mistaken for her not being trans. Just like bio females can play the role of other female characters, like Halle Berry playing Storm, Jennifer Lopez playing Selena, another woman. These are females playing females. Miss Netta is a female character played by a trans woman. Okay? I'm just making this thing plain for y'all, baby. All right? Making it plain, honey. I know it, you know, it is layered. Okay? It's layered. But it does make sense. You just gotta know some things in order to put Miss Netta together properly. Okay? If you don't know a lot your damn self, Miss Netta is going to confuse you because she don't know a lot. And you don't know a lot. But see, I'm all up in this LGBT shit. I'm all up in the labels and the terminologies and all of that. And I also just listen to people deeply, okay? And can read and can kind of understand what they're trying to communicate, all right? Last but not least with Miss Netta, before we move on. There are LGBTQIA members who are upset at Miss Netta for her passing as a biological female. I want y'all to check this out, courtesy of The Sweet Spot. Apparently, Miss Netta got another op. She got another open enemy, I guess. It's another personality or advocate. I'm not sure. I just heard about this person named Trans Hillary. Apparently, Trans Hillary is a figure in the LGBTQIA community. I'm not really sure if Trans Hillary is a personality or entertainer, if she's an activist. I'm not really sure. This is my first time hearing about her. However, she has came out and spoken against Miss Netta. I'm going to let you guys listen to some of this audio courtesy of the Messy Sweet Spot. All right, Messy Sweet Spot. Let's check it out.
Joe does not speak for the gay community. Let me make that very clear. I saw who I love, T.S. Madison, Craig. He read her to filth, Bigfoot Joe to filth. They were like, but she is not fresh tilapia. I mean, am I right? You're correct. Who's saying she's fish? She is not fresh tilapia. So I'm very confused on that. People are confused that no, she's actually a woman. What?
And I have received a number of messages and emails that said that Big Back Joe is not part of the LGBTQ community, and they do not condone anything that silverback is out here calling himself doing. So
I have a lot of friends in the gay community, not to cut you off, Miss Hillary, but I'm just saying we don't condone. Bigfoot Joe does not speak for us in the gay community. But remember, he said he wasn't part of the gay community, that he's fish. He's fresh tilapia, all bumped up and everything, with the scales still on.
Woo, girl, I tell you that.
All right, let me put on my microphone right here, girl. Okay, first of all, and they're saying that Miss Netta doesn't speak for the gay community. Well, I want to say that Miss Hillary and whoever this is on the phone with her also don't speak for the gay community either. We are not a monolith, and I don't have a issue with Miss Netta. I don't have an issue with her lack of interest in labeling herself. She could classify herself as damn oxygen if she wants to. That does not bother me. It's not a backhand to the community at all. And it is what it is. So it does seem to me that there are members of the LGBTQIA community who actually are upset at Miss Netta for passing as a biological female. And once again, that's not just according to Miss Netta. There are literally comment sections worth of receipts of other biological women who are testifying before a Congress girl that they too thought that Miss Netta was a bio female, and even said that they are built. Some of them are built like Miss Netta, that they have relatives that look like Miss Netta, that they know people who look like Miss Netta. You know, those are just the uncomfortable facts, baby, but it's not. Miss Netta ain't pulling this out of her ass. It's backed up by all of the conversations around her identity. Even Mother Maddie said that this is why she wanted to know, you know, she wanted to act specifically because, girl, you know, as she said to the mistress, there are people that look like Miss Netta. There just are. Why that's a problem, I don't know. Why female community will be insulted, I don't know. Because to be insulted by that is to play into this European sexist, racist, white capitalistic structure. And it's actually it's a backhand to the biological females who have had to deal with transphobia and the projection of that patriarchy on them. Everybody from Sierra, the singer, to Blue Ivy had to deal with this. Serena and Venus, Michelle Obama. So to backhand Miss Netta and to say it's an insult to say Miss Netta looks like a woman when there are women, females that look like this, is an insult to bio women. We have to destroy the ideology rather than trying to cure the issue by reinforcing the stigma that females shouldn't look like this when nobody can control the genetics that they are born with. And there should not be any shame about what your genetics are, because once again, it takes both a male and a female to create all of our bodies. We all have androgynous bodies and androgynous biology. Okay? A girl can have her father's face and a boy can have his mother's face. And her damn hips too. Shout out to my mama for all the ass. All right? So there does seem to be a sector of the LGBT community who is pressed, girl, for whatever reason. And I really don't know why y'all mad that Miss Netta is giving, girl, freshwater tuna. It's not Miss Netta fault that she giving freshwater tuna. You know, that Miss Netta is giving, you know, anchovy realness. That Miss Netta is giving natural born trout. Okay? Giving every bit of the house of salmon. Okay? Miss Netta is real fishy, bitch. And so is T.S. Madison. And it's okay that they give fishy. That these are two fishy assholes. It's all right. Okay? They both give fish in their respected categories. T.S. gives fishy in the body and the face, and Miss Netta gives natural, non-glamorous fish. Miss Netta also plays a character that plays a very womanly role, like being domesticated and cooking for her man and cleaning and being very nurturing. So she's also bodying the essence of the classic feminine gender role trope, which just adds to this, is she or is she not? Okay. And it is what it is. What's going on, Marcella? Hey, boo. Hey, y'all. You know, I don't know why the girls are pressed, honey. Now, let's get into Mother Madison, who had enough of the shits, girl. She had enough of the critics. She had enough of people trying to pit her against Miss Netta. She had enough of the false narratives. And, you know, I'm going to let y'all hear what she got to say. See, the reason why, L'Oreal, I'm not going to have black women in a roar is because I'm an LGBT person referring to two other LGBT folk as fish. And what woman or nobody going to tell me what to do is how to exist in my culture, because now you're in my world. Now y'all in our world, okay? Because I'm very respectful. My female supporters told me they didn't like the word cis. I don't use cis. But what you're not going to do is tell LGBT people how to talk and deal and how to relate to one another. So if we use fish on each other as members within the community, that's what it's going to be. Okay, I'm not going to refer to y'all as fish because I don't use that language when it comes to women, period. But this is LGBT lingo. And these terminologies are terms of endearment. And they are terms that trans women use toward other trans women, that gay men use toward each other, etc. But we understand that there's a cultural difference, right? Bio women, some bio women don't get it. So fine. Because it's not worth the argument, okay? But when I'm referring to my LGBT members as fishy, that's our business. And that terminology will get had because for us, it's a term of endearment, okay? But I'm not going to refer to y'all as that. But y'all not going to tell me what to use when it comes to my folk, okay? Because I am the community, okay? And I will use fishy toward my fishy bitches in the community, all right? Now let's listen to Miss Maddie, another fishy bitch, okay? Because she's sick of the shit, honey. Okay, so she had to put it to rest, girl. Okay, she was on her Ice Spice, girl. Now I got me a pen. Time to put it to bed, bitch. And she wanted to respond, starting with some people over on Miss TikTok, girl. All right, so this is courtesy of the T.S Madison platform. Let's do it. Do it. All right.
On June 30th in Wilkinsonburg. I don't know how to say it. Wilkinsonburg Pride. So please get your tickets and come on out and let's have a good time. Yeah. So I wanted to do that. So I want to talk about this video really fast. Like really. Hold on. Is it good? You about to check it? Okay. Hold on. God, where is it? So I want to talk about this really quick. Just really quickly. I can't find, I saved it because I posted it. I watched these things and just like, bro, what's the tea?
Bitch, I knew eventually that T.S. Madison and Miss Netta was gonna bump heads. And you know what I hate about what T.S. Madison do sometimes is she'll let other people sit there and read and roast while she tries to play coy like she don't know what the fuck going on. You know, say what you feel, sweetie. Like when I seen Miss Netta on T.S. Madison's show and she proposed to ask that question are you trans or not? I knew that eventually down the road, these bitches was gonna bump heads because of insecurity that I noticed that T.S. Madison has. One of her biggest insecurities is being clockable. You know, she has a lot of assets. She's very beautiful, but she doesn't like the fact that people can look at her and clearly see that she's a man. Oh. And for a long time, people could not tell if Miss Netta was a man or a woman. And yeah, Miss Netta might not be, you know, as beautiful as T.S. Madison, you know, by American beauty standards, but it's like she still was not clockable, and that's something that T.S. Madison really wants to achieve. I mean, I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's just what it seems like to me. Bitch, I knew eventually that T.S. Madison.
Okay, so I mean, that's her, his, they, them. I don't know their pronouns because I don't really know that person. So that's their synopsis of the way that they feel about the whole take of, like, when Craig sits down and he has conversations about Miss Netta, and I just be like, if y'all have watched me on countless times, y'all have watched me tell Craig, like, please, Craig, like, I don't want to talk about Miss Netta. Or you've seen me on numerous occasions say, try to really in a space talk about having, you know, correct pronouns and stuff like that. Like you see me say this countless times, even when I did this right here. But before I go to that, there's another thing that I want to talk about while I have you guys. Let me turn the fan down low. Oh, there's another thing that I want to talk about. And it's like, so I want to be real so bad, like. I want to be there. Okay. So my insecurity is that people, like, when people look directly at me, they was like, oh, that's a man. You're a man. Okay. Got it. And my whole goal in life is to be unclockable. Okay. Got it. So my name being Transsexual Madison, T.S. Madison, Transsexual Madison. Me saying titties at the top, dick at the bottom. Me saying I'm a transgender woman, I'm not a female. Me saying I'm a transgender woman, not a woman, I'm a transgender woman. Me saying, okay, so I'm trying to figure out about this clocking stuff. I mean, these are people's interpretations. So okay, well, whatever. All right, you got it. And when have me and Netta bumped heads? When have me and Netta bumped heads? Okay, all right. I just listened to y'all. Now, there was another gentleman that came on his TikTok, and he stated this.
We're going to talk about it like this because this topic has been bugging me. And I had to just sit back and just break it down. What is up with the Miss Netta hate train? And I thought about it. If we figure out who the passengers on the Miss Netta hate train is, then we can figure out what is fueling the Miss Netta hate train. The passengers on the Miss Netta hate train is hateful ass black women, mean ass gays, and believe it or not, other trans women. Now, what do all of these people, these three categories of people, what do they notoriously have in common? Transphobia. That is what they have in common. So all three categories of those people, of those passengers on the Miss Netta hate train, all are fueling the hate train with transphobia.
And that person, I went through his page. I've been watching. I just went through a few things, and I was like, "Well, where were you when I bequeathed my house to the T.S. Madison Starter House program? Where were you? Where was your coverage, your video coverage on me donating my entire old home back to my community? Where were you when in these deep concerns and these deep-rooted thoughts on how I feel about trans people? Where were you? Why was there no coverage from any of y'all talking about? There was no coverage from you. Where were you in speaking on the T.S. Madison Starter House? Where were you located with that? I don't understand. I can't. I've been looking around for any coverage from that, and I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Where were you? Where were you with that? Like, where are you anytime that I'm on television programs like Tamron Hall talking about how we endanger as trans? I didn't see you talking about me being on Tamron Hall. I didn't see you talking about me being on The Breakfast Club talking about trans people's existence. I didn't see you. I don't see any of y'all that have this aggression or this built up disdain for me, or this now you're on this, oh, I'm pro for trans. I don't see you sharing any of these things when I'm sitting on platforms fighting for trans people. I don't never see it. I never see it. But I did see you eating those buffalo wings. I did see you, peddling yourself to try to get whatever your artwork sold to somebody. You want some person to pick up your artwork. But I've never seen you anywhere in any time I've occupied magnificent spaces for trans people talking about T.S. Madison's presence. And for any of you to go back to me, to Kaya sitting next to me, I haven't sat next to Kaya, and it's 2024. Let it go. I haven't sat next to Kaya in 7 years. It's going on almost a decade. So I don't understand. I don't get it. And to bring everything full circle with this, let's talk about this.
This is my way. I'm not no transsexual. I ain't no whatever the else community or whatever they got going on. I'm just myself. And if y'all people know me and y'all people from my hometown, y'all would know I never, ever, and still never went outside dressed like the woman. I never, and when I get my makeup done and stuff here and put on my clothes to do my skits and stuff, nobody ever seen me in public.
Let's round it back.
My way. I'm not no transsexual. I ain't no whatever the else community or whatever they got going on. I'm just myself. And if y'all people know me and y'all people from my home.
So from the horse's mouth, you heard her say that she's not a transsexual. So I've never given Miss Netta any transphobia. I've never said any transphobic things about Miss Netta. So you heard it from Netta's mouth that she says that she's not transsexual. And you haven't heard me say any transphobic thing against Miss Netta. I've never said anything negative or transphobic to Miss Netta. Never. Not once. Not one time have I ever. Never done it. So when y'all be coming making these statements about me, if you have a problem with Craig, let Craig hold it, because Craig was reading Miss Netta. He was. And I always just tapping Craig on his shoulder saying, Craig, I don't want to talk about Miss Netta. So let's when y'all feel some way about T.S. Madison, let's stand on business why you feel some type of way about T.S. Madison. Y'all feel some type of way because T.S. Madison lives lavish. T.S. Madison has money and she stands on it and tells y'all, bitch, I'm rich. T.S. Madison motherfucking occupies many spaces, because every time somebody pops up in social media that has some type of following, y'all always thinking that I'm somewhere jealous of them because they have. Sweetie, I've transcended social media. Bitch. Bitch, I'm in movies, television, streaming, music, bitch, across the globe. Are you kidding me? What would I be worried about Miss Netta calling Charles to come get a plate? Yes, I asked. So you mean to tell me that you've looked at Netta and you've looked at me and I look exactly like a man to y'all? Okay, got it. Because if Netta is realness, then let me be a tranny. That's not a read, bitch. That's me saying, girl, bitch, so I'm not the cunt and Netta's the cunt? Got it. All right, if that's the way y'all feel, there you go. Got it. So boy, that's over there on his page that is so super, you're so for trans and this is for trans. I don't even know your name. You so for trans this, you so for trans there. Make sure when you talk about T.S. Madison, you talk about T.S. Madison's impact as a Black transgender woman in the trans community, what she has done and how she has moved the trans needle, bitch, in popular culture. Let's talk about that before you start talking about, bitch, what I've said about Miss Netta, because you can't find a space anywhere of me being transphobic towards Miss Netta. And when Miss Netta does not identify as a transgender woman. Eat a dick with your chicken wings, bitch. Do that for me. So when the next time you open up your mouth and you speak in T.S. Madison's direction, bitch, speak factually. Now, let's go here. Are you a part of the LGBTQIA community?
No, I'm not.
Okay, I just asked. I wanted to know. Okay.
Okay. Ask that question one more time.
Miss Netta, are you a part of the LGBTQIA community?
I didn't quite understand you, but yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know, even, I'm trans, so my pronouns are she and her, so I respect everybody's pronouns. And obviously, I'm not going to call you anything but she and her because you played the woman role over there frying bacon and sauteing for Charles, honey. But so what area would you fall under in the LGBTQIA community? Are you non-binary, trans?
I never,
Okay, so... again, this is twice that Miss Netta has stated that she's not trans. This is twice that I've been very respectful to Netta, even in the space of me not knowing. I wanted to know exactly which pronoun.
Okay, you guys. Okay, so Kiwana asked a good question. Kiwana said, "How can a trans person be transphobic? The same way that a Black person can be anti-Black. Same way that a gay person can be anti-gay. T.S. Madison is not that, but that's what the transphobia within trans people does exist. Anti-hate exists in every group of persons.
to use for Miss Netta. So therefore, when all of that stuff was going on, so when you talk, when you open your mouth and speak on me, you homosexual.
You know what I might do? Reach out to Casanova and have him come on. I might reach out to him, Marcella, reach out to Casanova, have him come on, and he can talk about his remarks about TS, what he takes away from her rebuttal. And we can just have a discussion about this. Marcella, you should inbox him and say, hey, I would love for you to interview or collab with this content creator named Consciouztv. So then he'll already be prepped for when I jump into his inbox and was like, hey, I saw you getting dragged and ragged and read to the damn floor by mother, honey. But I would love, you know, for you to have a conversation about your feelings and, you know, if you have a change of heart now that Miss Maddie has explained why she's not transphobic, etc.
Speak to me factually. Speak about me factually. Don't speak to me on no fucked up position that you come in because you still over there in Kaya's pussy. Bitch, don't talk to me like you can speak to me in a place of, bitch, I'm transphobic and like I don't be on the front line of motherfucking scrimmage for my I gave my whole fucking house back to my community. Pussy nigga. I'm not just sitting on there eating chicken wings talking about motherfucking trans fucking issues. Bitch, I'm in the field. So let's get back to more facts. Since you always want to play with my motherfucking time and pussy, bitch, eat a dick. Who in the fuck feels some type of way about Miss Netta? Why? Netta's not doing anything, bitch, that I haven't done or I haven't cleared a path for her to do. Have you lost your fucking mind, nigga? Have all you bitches lost your motherfucking mind, bitch? Of course, you've lost your mind. So my thing is, I don't understand where are you? I didn't download this other shit to my phone. I don't understand where y'all hoes at, where y'all bitches be at when when T.S. Madison starts breaking down barriers for trans people, and you run up here and you got piss on your chest for me, bitch, because Craig was reading Miss Netta, and because I said, bitch, I fucking said, bitch, if you look directly at me and you look directly at Netta and you scream that I'm a man and bitch and Netta is fish, great. Okay. All right. Cool. And for you cunts that be in that bullshit, talking that trash, I told y'all it's y'all not hard to look like. You're not hard to look like. Y'all were confused on Netta. You're not hard to look like. It's not like there's some math equation, bitch, where you got to put letter Q, letter T, and letter F and Z together to make one of you motherfuckers. And I'm not talking about my girls that get it. I'm talking about my girls that motherfucking sit over there and talk about, bitch, that I'm a man, bitch, and that Netta's cunt. You're not hard to look like, sweetie. Sweetheart.
Oh, God.
You can go back and you can find countless.
Okay. So I want to play a little bit of that, child. That was Mother Maddie signing off. And, you know, to be honest, I really can't believe that this really became a thing because it was obvious that when Maddie was bringing up the fact that it's a key that people constantly call her a man, and then tell her how much she desires to look like a woman, and then couldn't even figure out what Miss Netta had going on at all, and which proved T.S. Madison's point to the people who be heckling and trolling her about being trans and wanting to look like a woman, and she'll never look like this, and she'll never have this and that and the third. And she was like, perfect example, baby. Y'all couldn't figure out this trans woman's tea, and she's in the most bare bone, naked, raw form of femininity, baby. And y'all out here trying to convince me that I'm clockable? No, it's not. You know how I know that I'm not clockable? Because you couldn't even clock Miss Netta. Okay? What Miss Maddie is trying to convey is, I made it easy for y'all to taunt me about being a trans woman because I have the TS in front of me. T.S. Madison, transsexual Madison. I made it easy because, as Maddie say, I showed up to the door with the dick in my hand on you hoes. So you hoes only have the luxury of claiming that I'm so easily clockable simply because I came to the door with the TS in my hand. And it goes back to what my girl Sunny was saying on the panel the other day, that what Miss Maddie really deals with is not people actually believing she's clockable. A lot of the women that tell Maddie that she looks like a man, that she is a man, that she'll never be a woman, are women who feel inferior toward T.S. Madison because T.S. Madison got it going on. And T.S. Madison is well kept. And T.S. Madison has carved out a lot of amazing things for herself. And she looks the bomb.com. And that does trigger up some members of the bio woman community. But the bio women that don't like Maddie and that's jealous of Miss Maddie are also the same bio women who are jealous of other bio women too. They're jealous of other well-kept bio women too. These would be the same subgroup within bio woman's community that constantly feels inferior toward other bio women who are well kept. Because we see a lot of the in-house fighting, just like y'all as the dominant members of society see a lot of the LGBT in-house fighting. Hell, we just played, right, 2 trans folk going in on another trans woman, or at least at bare minimum, another LGBT person, right? Saying that this bitch ain't fish, this bitch ain't this bitch ain't that, right? So, flip side of that, we also see the in-house fighting that goes on a lot of time when it comes to women. Bio women will say all the time that their biggest haters are other bio women, not even men. Bio women will say all the time that they can't stand other women, that they prefer to have male friends. They can't even deal with other women because of the numero uno, envy and jealousy. And it's a sad thing because women in and of themselves are not even jealous just for the hell of being jealous. All of that jealousy is fueled by capitalism. It's fueled by patriarchy. Patriarchy and capitalism has all these minority communities within a chokehold. Bio woman's community, trans woman's community, LGBT community, black man's community, etc. Women, by design of this patriarchal matrix, are almost, the system is created to pit women against each other, to have women compete with each other. This is why they created beauty standards and then pedestalized the so-called beauty to make other women inferior, to give other women something to strive toward, to create this inferiority complex in order to drive a beauty market, to capitalize off of insecurity. Come get this new foundation for your face. Come get this new lace, this new weave, this new color, this new cut. Come get these new titties. Come, always something to strive for. It's never enough. It's an endless rabbit hole of trying to pursue a standard where the goalposts constantly change because it's designed to change. And all the in-house fighting, whether it's the in-house fighting of the trans community or the in-house fighting of women's community, is all motivated and birthed by the competitiveness that comes from the design of this divisive, dehumanizing ass system that needs us to be insecure and feel less whole so that we can play their game and we can make their money. And we can keep from not coming together collectively. So it's unfortunate when women play into it, when trans women play into it, when gay people play into it, you know, because people are not fucked up like this in and of themselves. There are external forces that are stimulating the bullshit amongst bio woman's community, amongst LGBT community, amongst trans community, you know. So It's a shame and a scandal. So I hope that that puts it to rest for a lot of people. And I also find it amazing. You know, T.S. Madison is clapping back at bitches criticizing her the way that Miss Netta is clapping back at the mistress for criticizing her. But you don't see the mistress anywhere to be found, right? And talking a Mother Maddie down. So he should have found that ass whipping and that tongue lashing that Miss Netta gave him to be rightfully so. That if you speak about someone else, they get to speak back to your motherfucking ass. So I'm gonna leave it at that, child. Shout out to Mother Maddie. I love her down boots. And, you know, hopefully her and Miss Netta can, you know, continue to keep it cute. Because Miss Mother Maddie was not dragging Miss Netta. She was speaking to the critics who criticizing her, acting like she got a problem and got smoke with the Miss Netta, because she don't. She want Miss Netta kid order things. All right. Last but not least, I wanna talk about Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright has been in the headlines for a minute now. And, you know, Jaguar lives a double life. Well, she lives a triple life, girl. Okay? There's her jail life and her prison life, girl, because this woman always got some damn legal issues going on. Then there's her, like, beef sector life. Okay? And then there's, like, this other sector where she's, like, the shit. She's, like, the Beyonce of the sector, you know, and it's when she's getting into her celebrity talk bag and everything, okay? So there's like 3 different realities that Miss Jaguar Wright is living in. And a constant question that has come up around Jaguar Wright has been, why is it that Jaguar has not been sued yet? And I saw a video recently of Jaguar Wright going in on celebrities. I think she was talking shit about Eminem. And she was just like, I'm going to prove, basically, that I'm telling the truth. And that you celebrities are not going to sue me. Because y'all not suing me, I'm going to use as a narrative to the public that I'm telling the truth. Because nobody can sue you when you're telling the truth, right? So then she called out Eminem and basically called him a plagiarizer and a career stealer and an intellectual property stealer and all of this, right? And the math is very simple when it comes to why nobody is suing Jag. Why no high-profile celebrity would dare sue Jag. Okay, there's a few reasons. One, high-profile celebrities are not going to sue Jag because, for one, she ain't got no damn money. Okay? They ain't a Cash App, a pension, a PayPal, a Super Chat to motherfucking extract any loss in wages from. Okay? So, any win in court by a celebrity would literally be only a win on paper, but there will be no return on the coin it took to sue Jag's ass, which would obviously also have to be at a federal level, okay? They will have to pour big bucks into suing her ass and have to be okay with not getting a return on attorney fees, on pain and suffering, on loss and damage, etc., girl. For 2, no celebrity is going to, no high-profile celebrity, none of the ones she be going viral about, is going to sue Jag, because all of Jag's mental health issues and current legal issues have informed the celebrity world of Jag's inability to respect any verdict rendered like a gag or injunction order, because she can't even currently respect the laws that she break, nor the probation terms that she's under. So Why would celebrities waste any energy suing her when we all know she'll continue to talk any damn way? She'll continue to talk shit any damn way. She'll turn that into a damn narrative. Okay? She will run and evade the law to avoid accountability if need be, because Jag has already done all of this running and evading from the damn law hundreds of times over. So it literally, not only would it not make any economic sense to sue her, but it wouldn't stop her ass at all either, because these are civil matters to begin with. So it's not like she would really go to jail for continuing to slander unless she ends up in contempt, but then she stays on the run. So you would have to really find her, and you would have to be invested in all of the games that Jag is going to play, from ducking and dodging, being on the run. You will have to be with all of that. And all of these celebrities got better things to do. Thirdly, here's the biggest reason why celebrities won't sue her ass. It's because Jag has already discredited her damn self by getting caught up in a lot of lies online, feuding with other content creators, by admitting that she knew, for example, that Legina Gold was not R. Kelly and Aaliyah's daughter, but still tried to sell that story over, which only makes Jag, at best, a good storyteller. Okay, but Jag doesn't have any actual power to get any celebrity she's slandering canceled, or the power to impact their business and or their bottom dollar. And a lot of celebrities can live with that. They can live with Jag being able to get people to listen to her, but not move against any of them. Okay, so loss would also be something these celebrities will have to prove in a lawsuit, either due to their mental health or their actual brands. And since there's never any damage done to their brands, and they see that the public don't take it further than just piling into the comment section to gawk at what she's saying next, but continue to go listen to those people's records, continue to go buy tickets to those people's festivals and venues, continue to go see those people in the theaters, continue to follow those celebrities on their social medias any damn way, it makes Jag a moot point to the celebrity world. But this is what's interesting though. Jag destroying her own credibility where her antics kind of has also worked in her favor in this way, because celebrities don't take Jag seriously. So they've reduced her just to a page in the Inquirer. And this puts her in a position to be able to talk freely without having to really worry about being sued, because the audience who's listening don't take her seriously beyond just listening to her. So it all comes full circle, including giving Jag some immunity, because she ultimately is just a court gesture for social media. Sixthly, I believe Jag lives such a problematic life that it would leave her death to be suspected as being of natural causes or due to her own mental health issues, which then means that it's probably easier for a celebrity to actually put a hit out on her ass before actually taking the time and the money and the resources to actually suing her, because it's cheaper than suing her. And it's far more effective than suing her. Because suing somebody doesn't keep them from talking if they're committed to talking. So even though Jag won't have to worry about being sued, more than likely she probably does have to worry about these celebrities doing something worse to her as an alternative. And as a result of her fucking with their reputations. And because she's such a troubled woman, it would be easy for a celebrity to take her ass out and to make it look like it's just Jag self-destructing of her own because she got so many fucking issues. She has so many problems. So it doesn't necessarily take Jack out of the clear, but I think it definitely takes her out of the clear of being sued. Why do that? Hell, these celebrities offering niggas off the street a few $1,000s to unalive their best friends and top artists. If any celebrity was going to do something, that would probably be the route they would take versus attempting to sue her. But I honestly don't even think they will even do that to Jaguar as long as Jag is not taken seriously by the audience. If the viewing audience ever takes Jag seriously and the audience and consumers start to actually move away from these celebrities and supporting these celebrities because of anything coming out of her mouth, that's when she has something to worry about. But right now, the viewers know she's a joke and celebrities know she's a joke. And it's annoying probably when their name is in headlights and there's 100,000 views on the videos or 200 or 500,000 or 1 million views on videos. But at the end of the day, it still ain't costing them shit. That's not shit that runs into their real life. They don't see that shit. It's not showing up anywhere other than coming out of just Jag's mouth. It's not showing up in their fandom. It's not showing up in their comment section. It's not showing up in anywhere that matters. So, but because Jag is branding herself as the whistleblower and truth teller of the industry, this is also a narrative she can use to legitimize her narratives on celebrities. Well, nobody is suing me, you guys. So what does that must mean? It must mean I'm telling the goddamn truth. No, it don't. It can also mean that you're not worth it to them. It could also mean that there's nothing to sue because you don't have any impact, regardless of how heinous the shit is that's coming out of your fucking mouth is. You're not costing anybody anything. You would think that as much as Jaguar talk, that her ass would be on every damn star witness list. That she would, be a star witness girl in these high profile trials and investigations. She's nowhere to be found. Jag is just loud and she appeals to the same demographic of people who are into celebrity gossip and who are into the inquiry. That's a multi-million-dollar business. There's a huge audience for that. And Jag is just like the living, walking version of the inquiry. So people will listen, but that's why she's not being sued. She can't cause no impact. She can only talk and generate numbers, but she don't have no authority. There's no substance to what she's saying. She's not an actual threat. So there's that. That also doesn't mean that Jag isn't telling the truth, but truth only becomes a problem when truth gets into the right hands, like gets into the hands of authorities, gets into the hands of the majority. Jag can't get anybody to move against these celebrities regardless of what she's claiming. So these celebrities are off the hook. All right. Now, that wraps up, girl, our old nasty piece of Hot Topics shy. I got to get up out of her. I hope you guys really enjoyed the show. Happy Friday. Thumbs up the video. Share to all your friends and family. I probably would do a pre-recorded video and drag the hell out of this goddamn presidential debate, girl, because America, we're fucked, baby. All right. Shout out to all my baby mothers who cash app the king, honey. If you enjoyed yourself, make sure that you guys show some love to Miss PayPal.me/Consciouztv and or $Consciouztv and give me an old nasty piece of free like on the video. Oh, do y'all want to come back? Like, if y'all wanted to continue on the conversation about Miss Netta, we can go live again right after this. But if y'all feel complete, because I ain't know if anybody wanted to hit the link, and we already done been here 2 hours. So, but if y'all want to talk about it, you know, I got some more time, child. Y'all want me to put together another stream, girl, and y'all come up here, girl, and get it. Now, don't say yes. And then I'm in the after show waiting all night and day, honey, surfboarding. And y'all are the ones who done told me tomorrow can go live. Should we go live? Thank you, Miss Johnson. Thank you, boo. All right, we'll do a live. I'll set one up, girls. I'll see y'all in a few minutes, shy. All right, I feel complete about Netta. Well, the people want to sound off, Danelle. So we're gonna let the folks sound off, baby. Y'all can hit the link. Come and talk about it. You know, tell me what y'all think about the things. All right, bye.